There are many reasons. One of the reasons could be that they don't know what it's all about. Just plain, simple reason. So why should they go? The other thing is, I don't know how the invitation is set up. So in my country, they have a Codex Alimentaris committee in Egypt as part of the activity of what is called the Egyptian Organization for Standardization and Quality. So it is members of that organization plus a technical member, professional from this that knows about the subject that's under discussion, that goes and attends the meeting to represent Egypt. But when I started work on African traditional foods in the 2008, when we started, I investigated the need to protect and preserve the identity of the food and prevent what we call piratage by industry. So I investigated the issue of a geographic indication label to say it is from Egypt, a food from Egypt, and the label of traditional foods. And that the processing technology is a traditional method that is, and you have to present evidence of ancient ways of preparing that food. So the ultimate thing would to go to the Codex and have the specifications of that food accepted globally. For instance, we have a traditional food that is sesame paste or tahina. There was an argument between Israel, Lebanon, and Egypt about what are the standards that the Codex will approve, because all three of us, we produce tahina. You see, it is quite critical. It may be important for products that are specific to the country, but tahina is shared with many countries. So it doesn't have one country origin. It's that region. Before it got divided in modern times, it was one place, one area, with one culture. So I discovered when I investigated what's happening in the Codex that there are what is called regional committees, where the food of the region is discussed and presented, other than what is called specialized committees. Specialized committees like the committee we mentioned earlier today, which is special foods, especially for young children. The labeling, the content, the composition, the analysis, what can be allowed to be in it, what is not allowed, how to write the label, how to use it, how to write the indications for its use, the directions for use. You see, all of this goes through the Codex. It's terribly important. So I discovered that the Codex managers complained that very few people came from Africa to attend the regional committee. And this made me very unhappy. So why is it? Is it because they don't know what is expected of them? They're suspicious? Is it because they don't know about African tradition? They may be a chemist, an agronomist, or an economist, know nothing about African tradition. You see, in order to know about the food heritage of your country and the African foods, you have to be a little more specialized. More interest can be generated through the network of nutrition societies across Africa. And the African Nutrition Society represents all Africa. There is another organ which is the Federation of African Nutrition Societies. Every country has its society, and through that federation we can ask them, and we make a program for stimulating a better participation and contribution to the Codex committees.